Welcome to That Davis Show. Appreciate you for joining us. My name is Kenneth Davis. Follow me at That's Davis. Always joined by the executive producer of everything, Ryan Bukoveski. Follow him at Ryan B. Ski and Ryan B. Ski one on Instagram whenever his ass gets on there. So, all right, something popped and intrigued me. Me and Ryan today.
Yikes! Careful with something popping.
Oh my goodness, Ryan and myself, I should say. We were collecting some topics today, and I actually it was an incident that took place with a lawyer earlier last week. Getting into it with the family. It was, I believe, a defense lawyer, and it ended up being a manslaughter case. And the family was just so upset, and it was a group of women, and they were trying to get to the lawyer. It was weird because the lawyer, I don't want to say he bucked up, but it's how he braced to really confront and push the woman. And it didn't look like these women were particularly a threat, right? But I didn't know the context of the story. When I found out that a family member of theirs was slain in a manslaughter case, we didn't believe we should bring that over here. But the point that I want to bring up, because that's unfortunate, it's nothing for us to be dilly-dallying playing with, right? But while I was waiting for the video, ironically, an adult diaper ad. All right, shout out to Pins. I just totally went against the rules that Lawrence Holmes taught me. I try to be better. Right? But it was an adult diaper, and the ad was this woman, and she was turning in this mature sexual way. And all these diapers, these adult diapers now, and how the angle is to sell you how slim and contouring the adult diapers are, to where, and I'm sure, I'm saying, right, to where when you have on your clothes, you can't necessarily know it, right? Now, mind you, when I had to take care of my grandmother, right? So at one point she was using adult diapers, and me, my brother, and my mother's sister, my grandmother's my father's mother, who was helping us. We have to change her or whatever. So I know a thing or two about an adult diaper, all right, to say the least, all right? Because one, when you take them off, you just rip that side off of there or whatever. And it makes me think, yeah, right? You didn't know that. It makes me think, like, how sexy can you? I mean, now you just may be sexy, so regardless of what you put on, you like, look, I'm sexy, and more power to you, right?
Yeah. By the way, those people exist, and they bother me. I don't know how that even happens.
You never know what your kink. You never know how confident you are, right? Like, hey, listen, if I'm
it's like right those now, people that can like do anything, like, oh, what's basketball, and let me just start dribbling, and all of a sudden playing it, or like, what's this yard game? Oh, I just need to nail the bag in the hole every time. Let me just put on this Depends. Oh, wow, I look great.
I look great in this, right? Check out the print, right? So they become
leopard print Depends diaper.
Wait, no, I didn't mean that print. It becomes the new gray sweatpants, right? check out the print. So look, this is the thing too. I know it's a great chance, and hopefully I'm here for a long time, because my dad died when he was kind of young. See our last discussion on aging. He was in his early 50s. All right, and I know just from my and Ryan's story we're going to touch on one day, because it's going to be something humongous to all you, the tragedies that's going on in his life, but we won't touch on that today. But I know I got to be here till I'm way older, just to make sure my family is set, because you lose somebody like my dad, who would have been just an unmeasurable resource for my kids, right? Like, just imagine, my dad would have been, I mean, not outside of the wisdom, but like cooking, knowledge, someone that you can count on to pick your kids up, to watch your kids that you can trust, you know what I'm saying? Just not having that resource a lot of times, and I said this to my kids, like, after and I have to wear a lot of hats, just not as parents or whatever, right? Anyway, because it's not necessarily about that. The point I'm getting to is, I'm sure one day I'm gonna be wearing an adult diaper. Not say I want to, knock on wood. Hopefully I'm long enough that I live long enough it could become an option, if what I'm saying, I have some.
Can they get the hovering toilet where it just flies under your body behind the whole time, and you just take care of it?
If there's inconstance that happens with me or whatever. But my thing was, I don't know if I can make it sexy. So like to me, if I'm like if I have one on, I probably need it. That sounds like a shower to me necessarily. Like it doesn't sound like pull them off. Like it's like imagine like I can't just like imagine. This is not to be ageist.
I'm talking about myself. Imagine.
I can imagine the older me in a room and just like like Ryan, you're still a young man dating. Like that animal magnetism of I just can't wait to take your like right. Yeah. And you get to the point you get to like if you take it off, I'm going to take it off or whatever, and I get to my Depends, and instead of like slipping out of like I told you could just rip the side, I just rip the side open. And then let that one leg slide on down. Oh yeah, nah. You in some trouble now. Like it just.
I hope it makes like a chastity belt type sound as you're ripping the side.
Exactly. So I couldn't imagine. But
free the leg. Can we free the leg for God's sakes?
Doc, the commercials are they're so hard. When you say, I mean hard in a positive sense, when you see them, where you just check out
with the hard.
Dude, I'm just saying when you and see right here, she has one on. It's supposed to show you the contouring. And again, I'm not trying to put anything in the cursor on her backside, but to show you the contouring, just the sex appeal they try to show. It's just I'm not trying to be ageist. I'm saying if I'm at this age where I'm wearing one, I feel like before we get to the sexual actions, shower. Now, again, I may have not used it, but if I'm wearing it, it kind of implies I haven't. And this is just I'm talking out loud here, everyone. I want you to know this is something that I've done for my entire life, right? My mind doesn't shut off. And I have a problem sleeping sometimes because my mind just keeps going. And I'm like, great, chill out. But it was just one of those things. When I saw the image, it made me think about, hey, I've been wanting to talk about these commercials and how, again, with marketing, you can convey anything. But it's just like, I don't know when I get to that age, if this is going to, you know what, I'm wrong. It will appeal to me. I'm telling you, I'm being an ass. And why I'm being an ass. And I've mentioned already, it's the contouring, because I'm not going to want you to know when I'm walking, like, look at that old man with them old bloopers on his ass, right? Just sagging ass straws, old man. You're right. So I've had this discussion now out loud, and I just wanted to bring that over here with Ryan and myself for all of you, so you can think about it and let that just live rent free in your mind for a little bit of time.
I mean, it's a good marketing strategy, right? In a way, because the issue with Depends and any product like that is we just avoid that conversation. Don't even bring it up. Don't even talk about it. It's like you're marked for death if you ever have to wear them, when obviously that's not the case at all whatsoever. I bet you a ton of humanity, when you look at the history, wishes they could have had some Depends going on back in the day.
Yes.
Maybe they weren't living quite as long that it was as needed in general in terms of humanity. But there was some lords and ladies that were hoping that they could have that.
Oh, if only there was something to help me with my incontinence. It makes me think of Bridgerton, right? Like the queen, right. Like, I need a little something, right?
They didn't get to the contour? Oh, my goodness.
Oh man. So yes, again, just one of the thoughts and one of the things that you'll get from Ryan and myself. Subscribe on YouTube, follow us wherever you get your podcasts. We always appreciate it, and please don't do anything crazy before you hear from us again.